I'm Jo, and I'm soon to be 48, and I was diagnosed with Parkinson's 5 days before my 47th birthday. When I was first diagnosed, I did stick my head and sound a little bit for a couple of weeks, and it coincided with a family holiday away, so I didn't actually go on and look at any websites for about a month, but then I went on and started looking at sites which are around, like the EPDA, and found that the information which I got off there really helped me understand that I wasn't alone with this illness, that there were other people out there who were going through the same as me, and that it is actually more common than I thought for young onset. People had mentioned to me over the years about my facial expression. My speech was very, very quiet. Those are the main things, and I do have problems with swallowing sometimes as well, and I find that I need to take a drink of water because I can't physically get my food down. So that was the main thing, and I'd noticed that I was very stiff in the mornings as well and having problems getting moving. I don't get to sleep until very late, and then I habitually wake up about 5 o'clock in the morning, so I'm getting it at both ends of the day. The tremor then started as well, and I get very annoyed with myself when I'm trying to do something like make a phone call and I can't hold the phone because my arm is shaking so much. I find it difficult to do up things like buttons, do up my children's shoelaces, which is really difficult. People give me strange looks sometimes when I'm in the supermarket and trying to pack up my shopping, and my arm's shaking like fury and the money's going everywhere, I do find that getting information from other people and the internet are my most useful sources to find out what's going on with research, basically, and what's coming up in terms of treatment and early diagnosis, and also potentially finding a way of halting the progress. It is so important to get an early diagnosis and to recognise not just the motor symptoms, which are the obvious symptoms, but the non-motor symptoms as well. By putting them all together, it does put together pieces of the jigsaw, which to me hadn't been there before. Everything was just scattered about. So yeah, once I became aware of the non-motor side of it, then it all started slotting into place, that I possibly had this for more years than my consultant actually thinks. I've had my low points, and I'm quite happy to admit that, but at the end of the day, this illness, this disease will get the better of you if you are negative about it. You have to confront it head on. You cannot afford to bury your head in the sand. It is so important to be positive and to say, right, I'm not going to let this beat me. And yes, it's in my life, but it's not my life. The message that I would say to anybody is that this isn't a death sentence. Life does carry on. Yes, it makes it interesting. Yes, it makes it difficult at times, but it is just so important to keep your life going. You don't have to give up work unless you really do find it very, very difficult, and it is good to carry on doing something to keep yourself active, because if you just shut yourself away and hide away from the world, then you're not confronting the disease and you're letting it get the better of you, basically. So I'd just say get out there and keep fighting, definitely.